until a sharp-eyed collector pulled it from his change and realized he was holding a modern penny that would ignite a frenzy across the collecting world. What looked like an ordinary 2009 D. Lincoln cent suddenly carried whispers of a value climbing toward $1 million, and the story behind it reads like a treasure legend hiding in plain sight. In 2009, to celebrate the 200th birthday of Abraham Lincoln, the United States Mint released a special four-coin series tracing his life. The final design, known as the Presidency Reverse, shows Lincoln standing before the unfinished Capitol Dome, a symbol of a nation in turmoil and a leader rising to history. Millions of these coins entered circulation, jingling in pockets and cash registers, and most people never gave them a second glance. But buried within that flood of copper-plated zinc were a handful of pieces that would electrify collectors. The Denver minted version, marked with a tiny D beneath the date, carried subtle production quirks that only the most obsessive hobbyists would notice. Early strikes from fresh dies revealed razor-sharp details and blazing red surfaces that looked almost liquid under light. On a microscopic level, some coins displayed dramatic dye polish lines, faint doubling on Lincoln's profile, and unusually crisp lettering on the reverse. To the untrained eye, they were just shiny pennies. To seasoned collectors, they were potential jackpot tickets. But what happened next stunned the entire coin world. A pristine example graded at the highest level surfaced at a major auction, its surfaces untouched, its color a fiery red that seemed frozen in time. Bidding escalated at a breathtaking pace. Collectors were shocked as the price leapt far beyond what anyone expected for a modern cent. That sale sent a clear message. In perfect condition, with exceptional eye appeal and rare strike characteristics, this humble 2009 D. Presidency cent could command staggering sums, feeding rumors of values stretching toward $1 million for the finest imaginable specimen. Word spread like wildfire through coin forums and conventions. Dealers began scrutinizing rolls of 2009 pennies, searching for that elusive combination of flawless surfaces and striking anomalies. One man's pocket change became a life-changing obsession. He spent nights hunched over a magnifier, examining each coin under bright lamps, his heart racing every time a particularly sharp strike flashed back at him. He wasn't alone. Across the country, collectors were tearing through jars and bankrolls, chasing the dream that a modern miracle might be hiding in their homes. This tiny detail is why it's worth millions, and most people miss it. The difference between an ordinary circulated piece and a potentially record-setting coin lies in preservation and precision. The rarest examples show virtually no contact marks, full original mint luster, and a deep, uniform red color classified by grading services as RD or red. Add in dramatic dye features or exceptional strike quality, and the coin transforms from spare change into a museum-worthy artifact. In the hyper-competitive world of top-tier grading, a single point can mean the difference between a modest premium and a price that sends shockwaves through the market. A.S. auction headlines multiplied. Stories of unbelievable discoveries followed. A retired teacher reportedly found a near-perfect specimen in a forgotten roll purchased years earlier and tucked away in a drawer. When it was finally graded, experts marveled at its preservation. Dealers are rushing to get their hands on coins of this caliber, and the teacher suddenly found herself at the center of a bidding storm. The final hammer price became the talk of the convention circuit, reinforcing the idea that modern coins, when preserved in astonishing condition, can rival the legends of classic rarities. But what happened next stunned even veteran numismatists. Counterfeits and altered coins began appearing as opportunists tried to ride the wave of excitement. Collectors learned a hard lesson. Authentication and professional grading were essential. Genuine high-end examples certified by respected grading services commanded intense trust and fierce competition. Each new record-setting sale tightened the spotlight on the 2009 D. Presidency cent, turning it into a symbol of modern treasure hunting. The emotional pull of this coin goes beyond numbers. It represents the thrilling possibility that history and fortune can collide in the palm of your hand. Every time a collector flips through change and spots that familiar portrait of Lincoln, there's a flicker of hope. That question fuels late-night searches and animated conversations at coin shows across the nation. This tiny copper disc also captures a unique historical moment. The presidency design, with the unfinished Capitol dome, echoes the uncertainty and ambition of Lincoln's era. Collectors feel a connection not just to potential wealth, but to a powerful narrative embedded in metal. Holding a superb example is like holding a miniature monument, a fusion of art, history, and chance that few objects can match. But the real secret, the one seasoned experts whisper to newcomers, is that condition is king. Circulated examples, dulled by years of handling, remain common and affordable. The coins that ignite bidding wars are those preserved from the instant they left the mint, often saved in rolls or carefully stored by sharp-eyed individuals. Even the slightest nick or fingerprint can slash potential value. That razor's edge between ordinary and extraordinary is what makes the hunt so addictive. Imagine the scene repeated in homes everywhere. A collector pours a jar of pennies onto a table, the coins clattering like distant applause. One by one, he inspects the dates, the mint marks, the surfaces. His pulse quickens when a 2009 presidency cent gleams brighter than the rest. Under magnification, the details snap into focus. The fields look clean. The color burns with an intense red glow. For a moment, time seems to stop. He might be staring at a coin that could rewrite his financial future, but what happened next stunned his friends and family. After professional grading confirmed the coin's exceptional status, offers began arriving from serious buyers. Each bid climbed higher, fueled by the coin's rarity in such pristine condition and the mythology already surrounding the issue. The final sale transformed a simple hobby into a headline-making triumph, a reminder that extraordinary value can hide in the most familiar places. For those chasing this dream, identification is everything. Look first at the date 2009 and the small D mint mark beneath it, confirming Denver origin. Turn the coin over and find the presidency reverse with Lincoln before the Capitol dome. Seek coins with blazing red color, mirror-like luster, and sharply defined details. Avoid pieces with scratches, spots, or dull brown toning. Use proper lighting and magnification, and handle coins only by the edges to preserve their surfaces. When a coin appears exceptional, professional grading is the crucial next step, separating hopeful guesses from verified treasures. Collectors were shocked to learn how many potential gems had been unknowingly spent or damaged over the years. That realization adds urgency to every search. Each untouched example that survives becomes more precious, more contested, and more capable of commanding breathtaking prices. The market's appetite for the finest known specimens shows no sign of fading, and the legend of the 2009 Lincoln Presidency cent continues to grow with every remarkable discovery. The thrill of this chase isn't reserved for elite investors or lifelong experts. It belongs to anyone willing to look closely at the coins passing through their hands. Every transaction, every handful of change, carries a whisper of possibility. Somewhere out there, a near-perfect 2009 presidency cent may still be circulating, waiting for the right person to recognize its brilliance. But one flawless example shocked collectors when its value surged toward a figure few people ever imagined seeing attached to a simple penny. A 1989 Lincoln cent, brown in color, ordinary at first glance, yet hiding a story that has electrified the coin world and sent treasure hunters digging through jars of spare change with trembling hands. When the 1989 penny rolled off the presses of the United States Mint, it was never meant to be special. It was built for circulation, for coffee counters and parking meters, for pockets and purses across America. But deep within that ocean of copper-plated zinc, a handful of coins emerged with extraordinary characteristics that seasoned experts at the Professional Coin Grading Service recognized as something rare and breathtaking. And when the highest graded specimens surfaced, collectors were stunned into silence at a pristine 1989 1C graded at the absolute top of the population revealed just how fiercely collectors compete for perfection. In auctions, where whispers turn into bidding wars, this humble cent transformed into a symbol of ultimate rarity in modern coinage. Dealers leaned forward. Phones lit up. Prices climbed with every heartbeat. What began as pocket change suddenly carried the aura of a museum piece, and the possibility of a valuation reaching into the realm collectors dream about. a coin flirting with the unimaginable idea of $1 million. The mystery lies in perfection. Most 1989 pennies were struck for heavy circulation, and nearly all show weak strikes, surface marks, or dull luster. But a microscopic fraction escaped the chaos untouched. These coins exhibit razor-sharp details in Lincoln's portrait, blazing original mint luster, and surfaces so clean they appear frozen in time. To the untrained eye, they look like any shiny penny. To experts, they are miracles of survival. During the late 1980s, production demands were immense. High-speed presses pushed coins out by the billions, increasing the odds of minor imperfections. Planchets were fed rapidly, dies wore down, and quality control struggled to keep pace. In that environment, a perfectly struck and preserved coin became an accident of fate. Each flawless 1989 cent is a survivor of industrial intensity, a metallic time capsule from a year when quantity overshadowed quality. Collectors were shocked when population reports revealed just how few top-tier examples existed. Suddenly, the narrative shifted. This was no longer just another modern penny. It was a condition rarity, a coin whose value was driven not by age but by impossible perfection. And in the psychology of collecting, perfection is irresistible. It transforms the ordinary into legend. One collector reportedly discovered a near-perfect 1989 cent tucked inside a forgotten roll from a local bank. He almost dismissed it. After all, who scrutinizes a penny from the Reagan era? Yet something about its brilliance caught the light differently. Under magnification, the coin blazed with immaculate surfaces. When it was submitted for grading, the results sent shockwaves through his life. Overnight, his casual curiosity turned into a life-altering asset, proof that modern treasures can hide in plain sight. Dealers are rushing to get their hands on this coin because elite examples almost never appear. When they do, they ignite fierce competition among registry collectors chasing the finest sets imaginable. These are individuals willing to cross extraordinary financial thresholds to secure the best-known specimen. In that arena, a single grading point can multiply value dramatically, pushing a coin from modest worth into the stratosphere. But what makes the 1989 cent even more captivating is its accessibility. Unlike ancient gold or long-lost silver, this coin belongs to an era many Americans remember vividly. It could have passed through your hands at a grocery store. It could still be hiding in a jar on your kitchen shelf. That possibility fuels a nationwide treasure hunt, a quiet movement of people examining their change with renewed hope. Auction rooms have witnessed moments of pure electricity when elite modern coins cross the block. Bidders hold their breath. The auctioneer's voice rises. Each increment feels like a drumbeat echoing through the hall. When the hammer finally falls, applause erupts, not just for the price realized, but for the triumph of discovery and preservation. These events reinforce a powerful truth. Rarity is not always ancient. Sometimes it is created by chance, by survival, and by the relentless pursuit of excellence. As awareness spread, more collectors began submitting their 1989 cents, hoping lightning might strike twice. Most came back with ordinary grades, gentle reminders of how brutal circulation can be. Yet every submission carried suspense. Every sealed package from the grading service felt like a lottery ticket waiting to be opened. The hunt itself became addictive, a blend of history, science, and pure anticipation. Emotion runs deep in these moments. Collectors speak of the thrill of seeing a coin under magnification for the first time, of noticing the crisp separation in Lincoln's hair, the flawless fields, the radiant glow of untouched metal. It is a connection to craftsmanship and chance, a reminder that extraordinary value can emerge from everyday objects. Identify a potentially valuable 1989 Lincoln cent. Start with the date and confirm it reads 1989. Examine the coin under strong light. You are searching for exceptional luster, a bright, almost liquid shine that moves as you tilt the coin. Inspect Lincoln's cheek and jaw for marks. The fewer distractions you see, the better. Look closely at the lettering and the steps of the Lincoln Memorial on the reverse. Sharp, fully defined details signal a strong strike. Avoid common mistakes that erase value. Never clean the coin. Cleaning introduces hairline scratches that instantly destroy collector appeal. Handle the coin only by its edges, and if you believe you have something special, place it in a protective holder. Magnification is your ally. A simple loupe can reveal whether surfaces are pristine or compromised, even among brilliant uncirculated coins. Only the absolute finest reach the pinnacle grades that command staggering premiums. The difference can be invisible without expert evaluation. That is why professional grading is essential. Submitting a coin to a respected service can transform uncertainty into clarity and clarity into opportunity. Collectors were shocked to learn how dramatically condition influences price. Two coins from the same year, struck seconds apart, can live entirely different destinies. One becomes worn and forgotten. The other, preserved by chance, ascends into legend. This contrast is the heartbeat of coin collecting. The reason ordinary people continue to search their change with unwavering optimism. The inspiration is undeniable. Every penny you encounter carries a whisper of possibility. It invites you to look closer, to question assumptions, to imagine the stories hidden within metal. In a world that often feels predictable, the 1989 Lincoln cent stands as proof that surprises still exist, waiting patiently to be discovered by those willing to pay attention. And as collectors continue their relentless hunt, the legend of this coin only grows. Each new discovery adds another chapter to a saga fueled by curiosity and hope. The idea that a modern penny could approach values associated with $1 million reshapes how we see everyday currency. It transforms routine transactions into potential treasure exchanges. Somewhere, right now, a jar of coins sits untouched. Inside, a bright 1989 cent may be resting quietly, its surface is flawless, its potential unrealized. All it takes is a moment of curiosity, a careful glance under the light, and the courage to believe that extraordinary finds are not reserved for museums or professionals. They are waiting for anyone willing to look. Remember the essentials. Check the date. Seek blazing luster. Demand clean, untouched surfaces. Protect what you find and consider professional grading. These simple steps separate overlooked change from life-changing discovery. They turn a casual glance into a deliberate search for perfection, because history has already shown that miracles can hide in the smallest denominations. Collectors have witnessed it. Auction rooms have celebrated it. Ordinary individuals have lived it. And the next chapter of that story has not yet been written.